Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's installment of IEOR blogs. Today, I'll be going over some of the top worst predictions made over the course of history. Mostly, these are going to be concerning technological advances, and just how ungrounded some of the opinions seem to us today. When compared to the context of their time back in the day. And what really comes to mind when discussing topics such as these is the fact that no one really knows what's going to pick up or become popular, and you can't really pinpoint at any one point of history and say like, oh, you know what, this one's invention is just going to revolutionize the world. Not everything's that obvious. And just to give you guys a sort of an idea of what I'm talking about here, I have some examples. This one was made by Decca Recording Company on when they declined to sign the Beatles. And the reason they claimed to do that was that we don't like their sound and guitar music is on the way out. And this was made in 1962. So, I mean, clearly, we still listen to guitars now. We have a lot of rock bands and boy bands still in place. And, they're still very popular. So, just the fact that a recording company could make a mistake on, not signing one of the biggest bands ever known to the history of man, that just kind of goes to show you, mistakes can happen from across the board. And this one, it also stuck out to me a lot was I think there's a world market for maybe five computers in the world. And surprisingly enough, this one was said by Thomas Watson, who was the chairman of IBM at that time, and he said it in 1943. Now, granted, computers that they knew back then were, very different from the ones we use today. It's still, mind-boggling to think that somebody whose entire company, was the foundation for modern computing today would think that, oh, there's only a world market for 5 units of computers total. And another one is the horse is here to stay, but the automobile is only a novelty or it's a fad, and that was Henry Ford's lawyer advising, uh, being advised by the president of Michigan Savings Bank to not invest in Ford's Motor Company, and clearly you can see opinions in all three of these situations weren't always geared towards success, but at that time you couldn't fault him for it because no one really knew what was going to be good and what wasn't. And so that's kind of the takeaway idea I had for this video. So thank you very much for tuning in today, and I'll see you guys next week.